everybody. Welcome to the next lesson on regular expressions. Now, in this lesson, we're going to be working on how to combine the sequences and characters that are commonly used in regular expressions in order to create an actual regular expression, or a complex regular expression rather, that can be used to describe information like my name or my zip code. Examples which we will be going over in this lesson. So if you're unfamiliar or confused on, or you just don't know some of the sequences and characters that are used in regular expressions, please go back to the previous lesson and refresh. So with that, let's start out with some examples to learn how we can combine sequences to form regular expressions. So first, let's say we have a text file, and it is composed of a lot of pieces of information about me. For this lesson, we're only going to use two. So one line contains my full name, and another line contains my zip code. So we're going to try to find regular expressions or make regular expressions that can match each piece of information. So let's start out with my full name. So a regular expression is a string composed of these specialized characters. So we want to make sure we have those quotes in order to form a string. And so let's get started. So we want to make sure the first character of the line is the first letter of my name. So we're going to use the caret symbol. We're going to use the caret symbol in order to make sure that the first character on that line is the first letter of my name. And so we're going to and also, the first letter of anybody's name is always a capital letter. So we're going to use the brackets, and we're going to use capital A to Z to represent any capital letter. The first name only has one capital letter, and the rest of the first name is composed of lowercase letters. So we're going to use the brackets again, and we're going to use lowercase a to z in order to represent all of the lowercase letters of my first name. And we're going to use the plus sign, which indicates that there has to be one or more lowercase letters in my first name. Okay, so I guess that's it for my first name. Now, there's a space between my first name and my last name. So we have to use the regular expression sequence that represents a blank white space. All right, so and that is \\s. In Java, you have to use 2 backslashes. And now let's get started with my last name. So my last name also starts out with a capital letter. Anybody's last name starts out with a capital letter, and the rest of the name is composed of lowercase letters. So we're gonna do the same thing. So first character is composed of a capital letter, and everything after the capital letter is lowercase. So we're gonna use lowercase a to z, and since there has to be one or more lowercase letters in your last name, unless your last name is only composed of one letter, we need the plus sign in order to represent that. And there you have it. We have the regular expression that represents my full name, anybody's full name. I want to get specific. Now we're going to create a regular expression that entails the zip code. Now in the U.S., the zip code is composed of 5 digits: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's get started. Now the first thing that you notice about this is that the first character in the line is a digit. So we're gonna use the caret again in order to make sure that the first character in the line is a digit, and we're going to use we're going to use backslash backslash d, which represents um, any digit. All right. Now we have to make sure that there are 5 of these digits. So that's easy enough. We're going to use the braces, which specify how many of the preceding expression there should be. So in this case, we're just going to put 5 since we want 5 digits, and we're going to close it, and okay, there we have it. And that's a regular expression for a zip code. It's composed of 5 digits. All right, and there you have it. That's the basics for combining regular expressions. So thanks, and see you next lesson.